What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another SGN video where it's all sim all the time. And guys, I got to play the ESG Football 25 beta this past weekend, and man, we are gonna talk about it. Like, I know I've been dropping some videos here and there talking about the game. I even covered others who got in the previous beta, what their thoughts were, but I haven't had the hands-on experience myself. And we are going to go ahead and talk about this as I finally got to play the game, man. And we got to cover this, bro. This is juicy. So let's go ahead and dive right in to the gameplay review.
And Barnes hits one high. It's a dig! It is out of here! This is caught! Diggs! Sideline! Touchdown! Unbelievable! Bryant for the win! Bang! Watch out! He's got getting away from the top speed! By Michael Short!
So my first experience in the ESG Football 25 beta ended this past weekend, and I just want to let you guys know what you are in store for when this game drops this year. And it does drop on PlayStation 5, PC, and Xbox. It is going to be free to play, so you're definitely going to want to download it when it comes out. Full disclosure, guys, this is a beta, so the game is not finalized. They're making changes. They're taking feedback from us. So, take a lot of what I say and understand that they're going to be building upon this as more and more play tests get launched. The other thing is because this is a beta, I'm not allowed to show you guys footage. Just like when Madden has a beta, we can't show footage there. It's the same concept. So please don't come after me like, where's the footage? Where's the footage? When we're allowed to show footage, best believe I'll be dropping footage. I'm also going to give you guys what I liked about the gameplay and the game and what I didn't like about it. So I want you to know you're going to get the full aspect of it. You're not just going to get a biased opinion here, because constructive criticism is important for building these games and making sure they're better. So let's go ahead and dive in. First and foremost, I think the big takeaway here is this is not a competitor to Madden. These are two different games. The only thing they share in common is that they're both football. But there is nothing in Madden that competes with ESG Football 25. And that's because Madden is your franchise, your head-to-head play now, your ultimate team, where you're controlling all the players. ESG Football is more similar to NBA 2K. Now, I know Madden, the NBA 2K My Career mode, where you can do 1v1, 2v2, 3v3, 5v5, but you're only controlling your player and your teammates are controlling everybody else. ESG Football is the same way for 7-on-7 and 11-on-11. Madden has their superstar mode, which is 3v3, but that is very, very arcade based. ESG Football is simulation style. It's more like NBA 2K's Pro-Am or Rec League. We know that NBA 2K has their more arcadey park for the 3v3 and 5v5, things like that. And then they also have the simulation Pro-Am and Rec Center. ESG Football is simulation focused through and through. But the game is still hella fun. I just want to emphasize that right now. Getting into the next big point is, guys, this game is super fun, man. That's the best way I can describe it, is firing up a game and just getting into it and you're just having fun. Win, lose, draw, it doesn't matter. You had fun. And I think that's the most important thing, and it gets lost a lot in video games these days, is people put so much into what the game has, X, Y, Z, and try to nitpick it. The biggest question should be, did you have fun? You will have fun playing ESG Football 25. That is a promise. That is a promise. You will have fun playing it. I'll touch base on the Builder a little bit. Builder is super fun. Now, we've had access to Builder for a while now, but gotta do a little bit more with it in the beta, in my opinion, because you could actually play with your player, I guess, and see it, I guess. But the Builder's super unique, man. It's very similar to NBA 2K, but they actually took the Builder, how you make your build in NBA 2K, and just expanded upon it and made it their own and made it unique. And I really like how they did it. without giving too much away. It's a super fun concept. It allows you to make a lot of hybrid builds. For example, the build that I was really focused on is I wanted to be like a big Derrick Henry style running back, power running back. So I put in abilities and points that had me good at running the ball and breaking tackles via trucking and stuff like that, stiff arms. And then on the defensive side, so I wasn't a complete liability, I focused on being a linebacker where I could, because of my 6'3" size and stuff like that, I could fit in as a linebacker, or depending on my teammates, I'd bump up to the defensive line. So that was how I elected to make my build. But you can do however you want to. You can go all offense heavy if you want and have nothing on defense and be a liability. You can go defense heavy and have nothing on offense. You can mix it up. You do it by positions. It's super fun. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. And the best part about the builder, honestly, is that they don't make it crazy hard to get to 99 like in NBA 2K. They want you to rank your guys up a little bit faster so that you can have multiple builds, which will allow you to get into games a little bit easier, because if you are able to match up, say you want to run 7-on-7 and you got 6 people and you're just like, hey, we need this specific position. Does anybody got a build? Well, if you're in NBA 2K where it takes forever to grind a character, most likely somebody else doesn't have what you need. They don't want that to be what holds up people from getting in games here. So you get a group of people, and if you have 2 or 3 builds, you're going to be able to grind those up a little bit faster, and so you'll be able to find the positions that you need. And it's because you select that position at when you load into the game, it's not that big of a deal. You just say, all right, I'll hop on this guy, I'll hop on this guy. So really, really like how they have implemented that. Next thing I want to talk about is their city, which is of course set in New York City with all 5 boroughs, and it is super cool. It is very similar to not the 2K city of this year, but like of 2K21, their first time dropping the city. Big. We did not have access to the whole thing, but gotta just get a feel for what they have in store for the game, and I think you guys are gonna be very impressed. And you can just run around. There's like fields randomly where you can just run, and kind of like in Park, just run up and hit got next, and if there's a game going, you can watch it, or you'll just load in when the game is ready to roll. Very, very similar. I think it's really, really cool. We had access to 2 modes to play, which was the playing in the city, or we could just do online head-to-head matchmaking, which is where I spent my time, and which brings us into the third thing I want to focus on, which is the gameplay. So, like I've already stated, the game is extremely fun. I want to emphasize that. But I also want to make it clear, guys, this game is not a AAA studio. They're doing a lot of great things, but you cannot expect it to have the same animation library that a game like Madden or College Football has. Those are AAA studios. That being said, I've seen a lot of new animations in this game that are not in Madden or College Football 25. But I also understand that those other games are going to have more animations, and you have more animations, you see a little bit more fluidity and stuff like that. Not that doesn't mean that these guys aren't going to get that in here in time as they continue to work on the game. Just I want you guys to understand it's not going to have the same animation library as Madden and College Football, and that's okay. What they have is good, and the gameplay is good with it, and the gameplay is fun. So just keep that in mind. They are already working on new features. They're adding an elite passing mechanic, which I think is really, really great. Pass blocking, when you have to do that, is fun. The way they built that into the game and how you pass block and protect your quarterback is super fun. And I think the big focus for them, too, is when you're playing 7-on-7 or 11-on-11, this is not like 2K where if you know specific animations and how to do stuff like that, you see dribble gods, guys just doing step back fadeaway threes. They're not really playing basketball. You don't see a lot of actual basketball being played in 2K. It's guys who will come down and know specific animations, will trigger certain animations from the defense, and then they can get open shots, and if they time their shot, it's going to go in. This game is built around simulation, so you need to have an understanding of football. It's not just going to be like the person with the stick skills are always going to win. Madden is really leans that way, right? Stick skills are king. Football knowledge isn't as important. ESG Football is the opposite. Stick skills are important, but football knowledge is more important. So be prepared to know that you're going to need to understand your stuff, dissecting defenses, seeing what they're doing, figuring out how to attack them, things like that. Your stick skills, of course, will matter, don't get me wrong, but you're going to need to have your football knowledge, that's for sure. Outside of that, guys, the gameplay was really crisp. I enjoyed it. I liked the animations I saw. I had fun playing the game. I liked their format that they had. And I did tell you guys I'm going to be full disclosures. I mean, tell you guys the good things that I enjoyed about the game, and if there's something I didn't enjoy about the game or felt like I want them to tweak or adjust, I'm going to give that to you too. And they're collecting this feedback to make the game better. This is constructive criticism. This isn't nagging on anything. This is the game's still in production, right? So the one takeaway that I had that I wasn't really fond of was I felt that players, when they hit their full stride, were just way too fast. And this was very apparent as I felt, I mean, I did it, and other people did it to me, that crossing routes became meta because they run across the field and you hit them in stride and they're just gone. Like, you mean, so many big passing players. If you could protect against the crossing route, you were fine. But it felt like every single time I scored or anytime someone scored against me was on a crossing route and a guy caught it and took off and was gone. And it was just because they are so fast. I really hope they tone that down a little bit. I don't think they need to tweak the speed when you hand the ball off and you're doing moves with the running back or anything like that. That felt fine. It was literally just that breakaway speed when guys got going downhill. I hope they tone that down a little bit. That would be my one key takeaway of something like, yeah, if they don't do that, then the meta's going to be crossing routes and out routes. Anything where you can just get out, get that leverage, and then just kind of go. So, that being said, guys, I just want to go ahead and drop my initial impressions on the first ESG Football 25 beta. So you guys, I'd like you to think that I'm a reliable source. I've been, bringing you guys content for a long time on various games, and I would hope that you trust what I have to say, and will know that this game is very real. It is going to be coming soon. It's going to be free to play. You're going to want to download it, and when you do download it, you will have fun. I'm not getting paid to say this. I get no advantage from saying this. I'm just doing this because this is what my YouTube channel is about, man. This is about telling you guys about simulation game. It's in my name. And this is a simulation style game, and I think you're all going to enjoy it. And I wanted to go ahead and let you guys know that. So there will be another beta playtest coming up. I'm excited to play that, see what changes, because we all, of course, play on older builds, and see how that goes. And we'll continue to progress with the playtests and the beta. And when we get more news, man, you get rest assured I'll bring it to you here on the Simgamingnetwork. So subscribe if you haven't already, liked the video, if you appreciated this information on ESG Football 25, and stay tuned to the next one, y'all. Peace.